Let's go over parts of a chainsaw. In this case, we're going to use my Sthil MS 201. Starting from this end, we have the bar cover. The bar cover is a plastic sleeve that protects your bar and chain during transport. This one's nice because it's got a little nub that hooks on right there and keeps it from falling off. This is the chain. The chain is what does the cutting. Chainsaw chains come in all different shapes and sizes for different tasks. Focus. In this case, we got a 3/8 micro. This piece is the bar. The bar guides the chain as it spins to cut the wood. Bars are usually made of steel, but some have plastic inserts to make them lighter. This side piece here is the bar cover. Its job is to keep all the chips of wood as you're cutting from flying up at you, directs them down out this port here. It also houses the bar nut. That's the nut that holds the bar cover on and the bar in place. It's also got the bar tensioner. That's that small screw in the hole there that you can't see real well. That moves your bar forward and back to allow you to tension your chain correctly. Chains stretch as they heat up. Chains also stretch as they wear. Because of this, your bar needs to be able to move forward and backwards so you can change out your chains and so that you can tension them correctly for safe operation. This is the chain brake. Its job is to keep the chain from spinning when you don't want it to. This is where the exhaust comes out. Because this saw has a cylinder orientated sideways instead of up and down like normal, the muffler is on the side. Most chainsaws have the muffler on the front right here. This screw here adjusts the bar oil flow. You can see the symbol for the chain and the oil there. That's how you know what it is. Most saws have it located somewhere down on the bottom. However, this saw has it on the top. You want to adjust how much oil is going to your bar to ensure proper lubrication for the chain. This is your starter pull cord. This is the cord here. It goes inside your starter cover onto a little spool. In front of the chainsaw, we have the dogs. The dogs engage the wood, so the power head, which is this whole piece here, is resting on the wood so you don't have to hold it up. On a small saw that I can pick up easily with one hand, that's not a big deal, and that's why they're quite small. If this were a bigger saw, it would be much harder to pick this up, and I'd want to put the weight on the wood I'm cutting. The dogs act as a pivot point, so when I sink my saw in, I pivot the saw to let the bar cut. These dogs are made of metal. Some saws have plastic ones. On the back of the saw, we have the master control lever. That's this piece right here. It controls whether the saw is turned on or turned off. Different saws have different carburetor assemblies. This one in particular has Sthil's mtronic carburetor. That means that there are 3 positions instead of 4. On the 500i I have that's fuel injected, it does not have one of these, it just has a stop button. This trigger here is your throttle. This is your throttle safety interlock. In order to squeeze your throttle in, you must have pressure on your throttle safety interlock. The reason that this exists is so when I'm carrying my saw, if I hit this with a stick when I fall, then my chain won't start spinning and cut something it's not meant to. This big orange piece here is my air filter cover. To remove it, I will turn the black screw in the middle and it lifts off. Underneath I have my air filter. We're going to clean this air filter later. Now you know the basic parts of a chainsaw. The only weird thing to keep in mind is because this is a 201, it's got the cylinder running long ways, not up and down ways, so there's going to be some variations on your own saw. Still also makes different grades of chainsaws. This is one of their professional grade saws. Homeowner grade may or may not have some of these features. Farm ranch saws will have most of these, but they may be in different places depending on which model you have.